the team's been fantastic. I really couldn't have done it on my own. I would have quit after the first month. Got monetized 2 months ago.
Amazing.
First month, I got $1,000. Second month, I had a video that went viral, and I got 5,000 this month. Well, this month is still sort of finishing up, so yeah,
Right.
5,000, which is really kind of almost paid back everything that I put in. But now I'm starting to see the reward, so I'm really happy that I stuck through it.
Also, 6,000 for this month, not
That's
5,000.
right. I think in the last few days it's jumped up because it started to kind of pay around the 300 a day over the
Yeah, that's
past week.
insane, man.
Yeah,
Okay. Can you go
yeah,
lifetime here? Just go or last 90 days just to see the total? Because
yeah,
I'm curious.
yeah,
It's insane, man. Phenomenal, but almost
yeah.
10K. That's incredible, man. Yeah,
Mm,
that's a good journey of perseverance for sure.
mm,
Because at
mm,
the end of the day, like you said, you were convinced that
mm.
you were gonna quit.
Yep.
This is just like you
Mm,
saw, you didn't see the results you're looking for. You didn't think it was gonna work for you, this and
mm.
that. But there's that level of accountability that we promised
Yep.
to keep you in the game and just keep your head up because
Mm.
everyone has a different journey. Sometimes it works right away, sometimes it works a little bit later, but it always works. And yeah, I love to see that. I just have another question in terms of with your kind of experience in the program. You said you were a little bit skeptical, right? Which is totally fair. It was super new to you. We were very new to each other. You didn't know who I was and what the program was going to look like. So, what would you go ahead and tell someone who would be interested in joining the program based on your experience?
Um, I was very skeptical at first. I thought it was a scam when you messaged me on Instagram.
Fair enough.
But and that's purely just because I'm in the IT space. So I'm like, oh, I'm just a skeptical person. But it was really good. I would just say for anyone just to take the leap, at least just jump on the call. I think one of the things that you said to me was like, I asked you my first question to you was, what's this going to cost me? Come on, Vic, seriously, what you're after my money. Come on, tell me how much it's going to cost me. And you said, there's no cost, just jump on the call. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll jump on the call. Maybe I can just pick your brain and sort of see what happens. And
Right.
spoke to Alex, and honestly, that process was great. I wasn't even expecting that. So um, yeah, anyone that's yeah starting out, I would just say just take the leap. Um, and then yeah, it was. I think the for me there was the sort of the cost going into it of like when do I get my return on investment? Like what is that to me? And that was the part that I was most skeptical about because let's be real, it's a lot of money to sort of invest into somebody starting out. And you kind of want to go, well, when do I get it back? And now if I could say yes, it's not it's not a lie. The program works. The advertising's there. Yes, it might take you a little while, but it genuinely works, and I'm seeing that now. So I'm really glad that Alex convinced me at the time with all my skepticism. But it's been great, and I think you can't for someone starting out like you can't do it alone. Like you really can't. You need a coach there because there's so many ups and downs, and if I did it on my own, I definitely wouldn't be here. So I needed that guidance from
Amazing.
Craig, from the coaches to really kind of keep me in line to make sure, hey, keep me accountable. And yeah, again, talk me off the hypothetical ledge of quitting
I
YouTube.
love that, man.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. No, great,
Mm,
great, great feedback on that. And I'm honestly just genuinely curious because again, I always see a huge shift in people's lives when they actually start seeing success. They start making money and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just curious on your side, like how this impacted you. Like, how was your life before you joined the program and kind of versus now?
it's funny because I my first call with Craig, the very 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 first call, I still remember it to this day. I said to him, "Oh, I'm just doing this as a side. I'm just doing this as a side thing. I just want to make a little bit of money. If I make $1,000, I'll be happy." And he's said, "Well, you never know. Like it could be a future thing." And I'm like, I can't be a YouTuber. Like I need to have a 9 to 5 job. Like I just don't see it.
Yeah.
This is just a side thing for me. Like I really like my job. I'm happy. And now that I'm seeing it, and now I'm seeing the potential, my mind has shifted to I actually can just do this full time and be a YouTuber. Like I'm loving it. Like it's fun. Like it's no longer now a burden. Well, not even a burden, but there's no difficulty of it because I think I'm monetized and I can see the money coming in. I'm like, okay, well now I can see the results of what I put into what I get out and the the lessons learned of, and I think that's it, right? Like I think I can't remember who said it, but it's your first, like the first channel you do is about learning and you
Mm-hmm.
want to learn the process so then you can replicate the process. This isn't necessarily going to be a, you know, 50, 50 K a month channel. I hope so, but regardless, like, it's about learning the process and then, um, multiplying. So I can kind of now see, that potential.
The potential,
If that,
exactly.
yeah. Does that answer
Yeah,
your
that's
question?
incredible, man. Oh, 1,000%. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. I love to hear
Mm,
that, man. Yeah,
mm,
it catches you by surprise because number
mm,
one, it ends up paying fantastic, and you're like, wow, it's real, it's true. You can make all this money,
mm,
and number two, you start getting this passion for it. You start actually
mm,
really enjoying what you're doing, and it really just it shines a light on what your goals are, really, like how you see yourself generating wealth for the rest of
mm,
your life. Do you want to
mm,
continue doing what you've been doing, or do you want to just grow into the skill set, into this industry, right?
mm,
So I love that. I love that, man. Great answer.
mm.
I'm curious though, because I want to make sure that or understand how well the program has actually helped you. So, like, what would you say has been the most beneficial part of the program? Like, how do you feel like we've been able to actually help you get to where you are?
I definitely think the training. So say doing the training material because going into it, like everything's so new, right? Like it's it's so like starting out, it's like what I get the concept of YouTube automation, like I think I get it, but then
Hmm.
breaking it down step by step, actually understanding this is how you hire a team, this is how you do this is how you do the research, this is how you do everything. I think that was the most helpful for me because I'm quite a detailed person. Like I want to understand sort of each step, and I needed that, and that's probably the biggest takeaway of it. Um, and then just being able to ask questions. So joining the group calls and being able to say, what do I do here? What do I do here? And some of the questions in hindsight might seem silly, but they're needed when you're starting out.
100%.
And
Yep.
I listen back to some of the calls now, not back to the calls, but some of the new calls because I can't make them, and I hear all the new students sort of asking the same questions that I was asking, kind of give me sort of flashbacks to where I was in my journey, and I think that's important because I think if you don't have that platform of asking the question, you just spiral and you don't know, and then it's like that's the probably the biggest takeaway for me is being able to ask the questions and have the training material there was the most valuable. And then I think when John joined and being able to just do the workshops and be like, here's my channel, what would you do? I think
Mhm.
that was a big shift for me, um, where I saw a lot of value in it. And I wish I could make more of his calls just for the time zone. It's hard,
Mhm.
but that was huge of like having some success and is doing it, and then look at your channel and be like, if I could go back, this is what I would tweak. And I think that's been, for me personally, that was really, really helpful.
Yeah, yeah, it helps you
Um,
build and phenomenal information. I really appreciate your time, man. So,
no, I
um,
really appreciate your time because I wouldn't be here without the program. So I think, yeah, like I again couldn't have done it without you and the coaches and the program. So it's been great and life changing for me for sure.
I'm grateful to hear that, man. Seriously.
Mm,
Honestly, next goal, obviously we hit 5K. Next goal is 10K. And then, like I said, it's beyond there. Sky's the
mm,
limit, right?
mm. Absolutely, yeah, it's
Awesome,
exciting.
man.
Yeah,
Awesome. Let's get you there.
cool.